in our ordinary life we see that. You know, if someone who has some envy for us, we don't open our hearts to them or our bank account or anything. You know, because we say, oh, this person is not so friendly. So the only one who is really friendly is a devotee. The others will have some demand. The yogis, the Mayavadis, impersonalists, the karmis, they're coming with you kind of demand, give me this. So the Lord may give them, if they're very sincere, they practice so hard. Okay, you can have some yogic power, thank you. You can have some, millions of dollars. Or you can have some merging into my effulgence, but you won't have me. You want me, then you have to be like Mother Yasoda. You have to be fully in love with Krishna. She's always thinking of Krishna. Oh, where's Krishna? Is he in danger? Is he? And always thinking of his welfare. So, therefore, if we look objectively, people don't like it, but we say this is the only way. And this is the effective way to become the devotee. So we have to sugarcoat that, because if we go out and start preaching Bhakti Yoga is the only way, then they become antagonistic. It becomes counterproductive. There's so many yogis and yogi studios and so on. And already some of them have that feeling that, we think that ours is the best way or the only way. I have that experience in Orlando, that there's a yoga web page, but they don't like us so much. Because they want to have everybody free to do whatever they want to do and call it, that they're just as good as the other person. So they have all kinds of different yoga, New Age stuff. Was it Jayadvaita said, birth, death, New Age, and what is it? Old age and disease, oh yeah. Birth, death, New Age, and disease. These are the four big problems. So New Age. The New Age, they're creating all kinds of bogus things, but we think, oh, this is something new, so it must be good. That's the disease. Prabhupada sometimes said in the West, the two diseases, they want to change everything. Oh, let's try a new thing. And they're too much attracted to lusty affairs, sex life. And so they fight amongst each other. Anyway, this is the disease of material life, everyone, not just Westerners. But here, we see the solution is given. So how to make it that one-pointed, that's also there in the Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 2, text 41, Vyavasayatmika budhir ekaha kurunandana. Vyavasayatmika, vyasa means one-pointed or resolute in Krishna consciousness. And then Prabhupada translates it, their aim is one. Again, the same point of one, Kaivalya. And then in the purport here, an important purport, because Prabhupada's life was changed. He said, when I was reading Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's instruction on this verse, because he wrote a purport, of course, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur translated Bhagavad Gita and wrote purports. He said, Vishwanath Chakravarti, he brought that one-pointedness to the order of the spiritual master. In other words, we say one-pointed, okay, devotion should be one-pointed, Kaivalya, one. What is that one point? And that was what Prabhupada said. When I read that, I took that inspiration to make the order of my spiritual master my life and soul. And he did that, and therefore he came out successful. So we have the same opportunity. If we take Srila Prabhupada's order, because he's a guru for everyone for the next 10,000 years, I mean, we're initiating, but that's more like an institutional function. At least this is my opinion. Some people have a different opinion. But like when Prabhupada was here, we had a GVC, we had sannyasis, temple commanders, temple presidents, vice president. And now we have another function of initiating, someone who initiates. But really, the guru, Shiksha guru for everybody is Prabhupada. And if we keep his order in the center, then we can hope to remain united. Prabhupada said, keep the acharya in the center. And this is practical. We were talking in the car. If we all, keep Prabhupada's mood and his directions, instructions, then we can remain united. Otherwise, every sannyasi, there's a tendency to start your own mission, have your own disciples, have your own place there, and not have to deal, because it's a little difficult. It's like adults living in the same house. Grown-up adults, it's a little difficult. They want their own place, right? They want some privacy. They want to have children. So that tendency may be there. Sannyasis have disciples. They're like children. So they don't want someone with a little different idea coming in. And so it's a challenge for us, how all the gurus can remain cooperating, because the only way to do it is to keep Prabhupada in the center. Have Prabhupada's instructions as our life and soul. And that should go on for the next 10,000 years. So the next generation also. We should always come back to what did Prabhupada say. Here, Prabhupada hasn't left us with his murti in the temple. Every day we have Guru Puj for Srila Prabhupada in all the temples. So he was asking, in Prabhupada's time, did we also do daily Guru Puj? And the answer is yes, we did. That's what Prabhupada wanted to establish. He knew his position as the Shakshavesh avatar, the empowered personality, empowered by Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya, to spread this mission all over the world. And that would go on for the next 10,000 years. If we follow. Of course, we can always screw things up. Practically, we did screw things up to some degree. But Prabhupada's mercy is still going on. So this should be our calculation. Even if our guru tells us to do something, and we have a right to say, well, this may be something, is this pleasing to Prabhupada? I mean, if he tells us to do, like you said, the guru may tell us to stand on our head for 3 hours. No, we don't have to do that. We could say, well, where does Prabhupada say we should do like that? We have the right to do that. Because this is Prabhupada's society. But because in Prabhupada's time also, we didn't always just go to Prabhupada. We had our authorities. We had a temple president and GVCs and sannyasis, and they were there influencing and so on. That's wanted. But still, the measure was always what's pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. And ultimately it comes to what's pleasing to Krishna. So Krishna, though, may be far away. What is our qualification for knowing Krishna properly? See, Prabhupada is mentioning in this purport about himself, how he comes to the platform of second class for preaching. Because the preacher has to make distinction, like a second class devotee. Here is atheist, here is the devotee, and here is the Lord in the temple, here is the innocent. And we deal with all of them differently. But the Uttama Adhikar, they don't have such calculation. They don't have to think like that. But to preach, they have to come to that level. Prabhupada said, when I was here in America for the first year without any disciples, he said, I was happy. He was happy. Because he's happy from within. What's the verse? What's the word here? Atma Prashad. Atma Prashad. Prashad is... So the Atma was satisfying. Prashad is like mercy, right? We're getting... when we are perfectly realized at the highest level, then we'll feel satisfaction within. Atma Rama. Atma Prashad. This is the first time I remember seeing this word, but